Everybody, it's Michael from Replica Airguns, and I said I was going to make a video for you guys this week. I'm making it. Hopefully I can get it posted. It's Friday right now, either tonight or tomorrow morning. If not, it'll be Monday early. You're going to hear some coughing throughout this video. I still got a cough from all that I went through, but it's just a dry cough. It's nothing serious, but be prepared to hear a little bit of coughing. It's going to happen if you want me to make these videos until I can get rid of that. So we're going to take a look at 3 products. This is a preview unboxing video. We have the KWC, and this is the Desert Eagle L6. Now, I've reviewed a similar product by Cybergun. I'd say it's the most similar to this gun. The Cybergun comes out of the US, so it has the orange tip in there. Because this is KWC, we import it direct into Canada. Orange tip not required. So that's kind of nice. And this has different grips, but I believe it's the same base model as the Cybergun L6, which comes in a variety of flavors, different colors. This one, as far as I know, is just black. It's Airsoft Pistol. Let's go over the box. Then we'll take a look inside. So it's an Airsoft Pistol. Uses 112-gram CO2 cartridge, as you'd expect. It is blowback. It has an adjustable hop-up. Again, it uses 6mm plastic Airsoft BBs. Has a manual safety, a metal slide, 21-round capacity on the magazine, and it has 118 meters per second. Now, when I tested the Cybergun pistols, they were shooting around 350 to 360 FPS using 0.20 gram BBs. So we should expect that. This does have full auto and semi-auto capability. Let's take a look inside here. Of course, you're going to have the manual and everything. This is just a preview, so we're not going to really go too much in depth with it, but I do want you to see it, what it looks like here. Okay, I like the grips. It's got the finger slot grips. It's got the vented front area barrel just before the barrel. It is blowback operation with the full magazine well cut out, right? Everything in there. Really nice, all metal up top here. The slide's metal. The top of the barrel area, frame area is metal. The receiver is plastic. Most of every other part on here is going to be metal. There are no white dot sights to see, but it does look pretty good. The notches are nice and big. They're easy to see. You have the selector switch on this side, 21 and oh, okay, yeah, safe. So it's either semi-auto, full auto, or safe. And you've got places to mount different things like red dots and tactical lights on the top and the bottom there, because the slide, only the back part moves back and forth, right? So that's kind of nice. You don't have to worry about the whole slide moving around and having some sort of red dot getting, smashed around from the slide movement. It stays put on the front here and on the bottom. So, right, no red tip. Really like these grips. Probably one of the nicer Desert Eagles I've come across. I do like just the standard black one, no red tip. I do like the grips. The Cybergun version doesn't have these finger notches in the grips, so these are nice. Now, keep in mind the Desert Eagle is a big gun. It has a big pistol grip, so it's not for small hands at all, but for someone with bigger hands, with these notches and everything, it's going to feel great. I'm looking forward to doing the review on this one. Okay, so we'll put that aside for now. Now, I got 2 more guns. They're rifles. This one isn't like, I don't know, it's more of a beginner entry-level rifle. The thing only weighs 2 pounds. It's basically a shotgun, a BB gun, with a magazine that holds 10 shots and a rotary type magazine, but it's like a stick. It's like well, I'll show it to you when I get to it, but pretty straightforward. Uses CO2. I'm going to just read the back. Up to 400 FPS. 4.5mm steel BBs. 29.75 total length. Barrel is 12 inches. Weight is 2 pounds. There's a lot of plastic. It's got a manual safety and a length of pull. It says 12.5. I'm not really sure what this is. 12.5 inches? That doesn't make sense. Length of, oh, that's probably the actual, I would think maybe the pump. Pump is 12.5 inches. It seems long. Yeah, so there we go. On the back, there's not too much else here. There's a hidden CO2 chamber, so it's in the pistol grip area. Kind of neat. We'll take a quick look. Everything else is pretty much the same on the front here. So let's take a look. Not the fanciest of rifles, but if you're just starting out, you want something pretty basic. does come in a box. Sort of in this plastic thing inside the box. All right, all plastic. You got your safety on top here. Okay, so nice, easy with your thumb, right? You have a red dot on the front and then just a notch on the back, which is actually a lighter color, so it's easy to see. Your CO2 does go in the bottom here. You just pop this off. I'm not really sure how. Okay, there you go. So you see your CO2 goes in the bottom there. Nice and easy to get at. And it just sort of slides in and out. Now you do have this magazine right here, which is actually a rotary magazine. I believe it's 10 rounds, I think. That's what I said. And it just fits in here and snaps in. Okay, and that's the magazine release right there. So this is definitely not 12 inches of pump action. I'm not sure what they're saying. Trigger pull. It doesn't make sense to me. It's pretty good because once you pump it, you're basically cocking the internal hammer or whatever's going on inside the strike or whatever. And the trigger pull is actually pretty nice, I gotta say. So this gun will probably be kind of fun because you'll be able to shoot it pretty quick. You know, even though it's not the weightiest gun, it's nice and compact. Good for smaller shooters because you do have the added safety of having to pump it and not, you know, it takes a little bit of effort. So, you know you've pumped it. You've got to work a little bit, especially if you're smaller. And then it's got a decent trigger pull. Good size. You're going to have to like draw it into the shoulder. For someone like me, it's a little bit short, the stock. But for a younger shooter, which this would be perfect for, it's kind of like, you know, a Red Ryder in a way, but with CO2. And you pump action instead of lever action, of course. But I would say it's probably going to be similar, a little more powerful than like a Red Ryder. So maybe an upgrade in terms of power, maybe accuracy. We'll find out when we do the field test shooting video for this rifle. And by the way, I didn't even say what it was, but it's an NXG. I'm not even sure. It's called the NXG. Yeah, the NXG. And who's it made by? It's made by Umarex. So I should have probably started with that. But it's the NXG made by Umarex. It's the Pump Shot, called the Pump Shot Next Generation. All right. So the last gun is really cool, and I've been waiting for this one to come. It is part of the Legends series. So again, this is another Umarex product, and it is the Legends M3 Grease Gun. Okay, so let's take a look at the box. I'll read what's on the back of the box and then flip it around. So it's 450 FPS, full auto blowback, steel BBs, 12 grams CO2. I believe it's going to be one or two of them. Not really sure. Let's see here. Sights are fixed front, fixed rear, barrel, smooth bore, dangerous distance up to 350, 2 times 12 gram CO2 cartridges. So again, two CO2 cartridges. That helps it shoot a little bit more rounds without it cooling down too much and changing velocities super quick. Yeah, so that's that on the back. We'll take a look in a second, but I want to read the front a little bit here. So again, 450 velocity, full auto, semi-auto, blowback, full metal, drop-free magazine, 60 rounds. Wow, so it's got a 60 round magazine, steel BBs, and 12 grams CO2. So that's quite a lot of rounds. So I know, like, for instance, the Crossman guys, they went with 25 rounds because they didn't really like going double stacked on their magazines with steel BBs. They tend to hang up a little bit. So I wonder if it's a double stack magazine. It looks like it might be. Here's the magazine. We'll find out how well it feeds when we do the field test shooting video. That's really only my concern with a double stack magazine like that. Let's put this on the ground. Is that with steel BBs, you can have some loading issues. So sometimes what's good is to put some silicone in there, in the magazine there, maybe on the BBs that you're going to use a little bit of silicone, like spray. That can help them if you are having a feeding issue. That can help a bit. So this is, you know, your basic, it's your basic bolt action. Well, like, it's got the open bolt system as far as I can tell. Let me just take the mag out and get this bolt to. So here's the open bolt, and you just pull it back with your finger. There's no charging handle, so to speak of. It's got this kind of dust cover. I've never shot a grease gun, so I don't know much about them. You do have, it's all metal though. You got this really nice stock. It's just a rail stock, metal rails, and it's adjustable. Basically just one position. Oh, it comes right out, obviously. So if you just hold it down, you can take it right out. So it's either locked back there in this position or that position, if you want to shoot it up a little closer. And the CO2 is going to go in the magazine along with the steel BBs. We'll put it in there. We'll take a quick look at it. The sights are, it's like a peep sight in the back. Okay, so yeah, it's a pretty wide open peep sight. You got a lot to see there. So it's going to be good for quick shooting downrange, but in terms of accuracy, may not be as consistent because the rear peep is quite wide. So you're seeing a lot of sight picture through that peep. But, you know, again, good for like a full auto machine gun because you're going to need to see a little bit more with it moving around. Let's take a look. All metal, you know, you even got these funky welds like you would have found on a grease gun. These are such basic guns. You got those funky welds there. Like these grease guns were really, really simple. They were not finished super nice. They were just get the job done type guns. Full auto guns. I believe they were like 45 caliber, something like that. I can't remember what they were, but this is obviously a 4.5 millimeter. Really nice. So there's your bolt. Again, right? Pretty nice gun. So that one I'm going to enjoy testing out, seeing how it shoots and performs. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. So hopefully you enjoyed this unboxing preview video of these 3 new products that we have in the store. Now that said, the KWC Desert Eagle, the DE6, that's what it is, I believe. Yeah, the DEL6. I couldn't find it in the store, so it hasn't made it in the store yet under the KWC product line or any other line. I couldn't find it. The closest thing I could find was the Cybergun versions, again, that have the red tip. I believe they're the same base gun, but they don't have the same pistol grip on it. So I do like this gun, and it's, you know, I'm sure we're going to have it listed in the store sooner than later. So hopefully we get that in there pretty quickly for you guys. I'll put links in the description. If not, do a little search on the website. If you're watching this video later on and I forget to put a link in because I don't have a link to give you right now, then check out the store, and there, the Canadian store. We typically have KWC products in Canada, not so much in the US, just because we import them direct to Canada. Cybergun is sort of the KWC distributor in the States because they basically, Cybergun puts the name branding and different licensing on their guns, but they get a lot of their guns from KWC, as do other companies. All right, so thanks for watching another Replica Airguns video. Don't forget to subscribe. Check us out on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And I think we're on Vimeo. Of course, you're watching this on Vimeo. You may be watching it on Rumble as well. We've been uploading to Rumble too. So Vimeo and Rumble for the videos. All right, thanks for watching. Until next time, take care.